Howdy folks, this is the Roaming Prepper. Thanks for joining me today. So I wound up having to find a solution set for a pistol belt. I found a product, it came highly recommended online, but I've never tried it before and I wasn't able to see it in person. So I'm gonna do an unboxing with you guys and we're gonna see if it fits the bill or not. I'll be right back. Howdy everybody, thanks for joining me and thanks for coming back, of course. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave, and by all means, if you have any technical questions at the end of this video, throw them in the comments and I'll be happy to try to answer them. I'll also try to answer them in the Premiere chat if I'm able to do so. So I'm looking for an option for a pistol belt. Now when I say a pistol belt, I'm not looking at a tactical like the LC2 type belt, something that's large and difficult to conceal in day-to-day clothing. I needed something that I could wear pretty much with what I have on now, which is blue jeans and a t-shirt, maybe throw a vest over it, something that will give some rigidity and stability to my carry holsters and to my mags. I'm also looking for something that might be an option for when I'm running that I can cinch on so it doesn't necessarily function or require a belt loop to hold up my sidearm or whatever it is I'm trying to accomplish. So I found this product here from the Dopai company, and it is a set of pistol belts meant for concealed carry and rigidity. So the pack, they were different packs available. This came as a 3-belt pack and it came in at 20-something bucks, and colors I chose just to keep them consistent. So I do wind up using brown belts quite a bit. So it's a brown belt, a black one, and what looks like an OD green or their version of an OD green. So these are your 3 colors. Let me pull one of these belts out. And let's take a look at the material. So it comes with the, some folks refer to this as the Cobra head buckle, and I'm going to unbag that here in a minute. The material is basically Rigger's belt material. It's not super rigid, but it's not super flimsy. It's probably mid-grade for the price I paid, which isn't terrible. And it also has the angled front. Now, I can already tell, just looking at it, that this buckle is going to be way too big for my pant belts, as you can see right here. There's no way I'm going to get it through. So I'm going to have to, we're going to have to undo this. Here's the Cobra, or what they call the snakehead Cobra head belt, I guess, because it flares out. It's a quick release. It seems reasonably solid. It does have the little trap slide here, so once you run your belt through, it'll cinch in and snap tight, and then you just pop it shut. To release, you push down and poop, there it goes. This looks like a knockoff of some of the 511 style belts. I would only assume you probably string it through like that. String it through like this, come out the other way, and there you go. And in theory, there's your Titan belt. So it does seem to hold up pretty good. It didn't slide on me or anything, so that's definitely a good start. I'm not sure if I have this thing set up quite right, so I'm gonna try and set this up, and I'm gonna put some mag holders on it. I got some third-party mag holders. These are for M4 or AK mags, and I also have some double stack pistol mags. So I'm gonna go and attach these to this belt. We're gonna take a look at it and see if that might fit the bill for what I'm trying to do. So just by comparison, this is my old leather belt or pleather, whatever the hell it's made out of. It's slightly wider than your typical dress belt, so maybe about 1.5 to 1.75 inches not much wider, so this will definitely fit my pants. But based on the way the buckle's set up, I'm gonna have to run the belt through the loops and then attach it to the buckle on the other side. So, all right, so I finagled it to get it on. No problem with the mag holders. The belt just slid through. Now these are the type that you can actually attach to a molly loop, but I had it handy. Typically I'll do my mags on my left because I'm a right-handed shooter. This is my where my holster is here. One thing I do like is because it's kind of a ratchet style buckle, I can really pull it tight and get it to where I don't have a lot of movement on this at all. And I've been sitting here while I was off camera kind of pulling at it, trying to make it loosen, and it won't give up. So yeah, if I do one of these and the way I normally do and kind of floof myself out, you really can't see the mags too much or the mag holders. Granted, I don't have a pistola here, but not a bad feel. What I do like is, unfortunately, over time, the leather belts, they will get distended. They'll kind of wear out. I also like the fact that this is, you can pull it tight, and then if you eat garbage and you kind of feel bloated, you can loosen it a bit, I guess, because, you know, preppers eat garbage too. As you can see, my dogs are absolutely unimpressed with what I'm doing, so I just thought I'd share that with you to give you something funny to laugh at. All right, so for using as a running rig, I'm not sold on it. This holster is kind of a second-hand holster. It's just a quickie. Actually, this is a holster I use when I'm driving. So even though I'll have a holster here, when I'm driving, I actually will throw this over under my outer garment, whatever it is, a shirt or a hoodie or something. And that way, while I'm driving, it's very hard for me to draw from my right side because that's where my belt buckle is and everything's hung up. So if I'm driving, I actually keep this, or a version of this, in my truck, and I just throw it over me, and I put my pistola here. I throw my overshirt, whatever it is, my vest or something like this, over. And technically I'm concealed, but it's very easy for me from a seated position to draw from here if I need to come up to something, than to have to like finagle through my belt. But anyway, my goal was to use this particular little holster as an option for when I go jogging or when I go walking, because I can do the belt over. But I no longer have abs, I have an ab, so that's going to be a challenge. But it does hold. I mean, I have no qualms that this is going to maintain its connection, so I don't expect this to come off. I'm thinking this may not be the best shoulder rig for the purpose, but you can use this particular belt as an overbelt. And actually, I would dare say it's probably strong enough where, you know, finagle it out of this nonsense, you can probably use it as an additional or an accessory belt to your backpack if your backpack doesn't have a waist belt, or if you need something like a shoulder strap. I do like the quick release. In case you get hung up, you can drop it. May have to play with it a bit to see, but if you're looking for a quick release pistol belt, this should do it. Now, I'll give this a B. The quality's okay. It doesn't look terrible. Time will tell if it survives. It's not as rigid as the advertisement claims, but again, for a $20 and change price point for 3 of them, I wasn't holding my breath. The buckle on this one was reported to be pretty decent. There were a couple of others out there on Amazon and eBay where people were posting pictures of the buckles just coming apart. So I'm going to play with it a bit. I'm going to see if this thing fails. I have no problem for 20 bucks if I break this shit. Buckles are definitely made of metal. The spring looks decent. They do have proper rivets, so that's good. We'll just see. We're going to see if this stupid little belt set will fit the build for what I'm trying to do with it. Because I got the different colors, I'm going to wear it on day-to-day stuff. So I'm going to start wearing these when I go to work. I'm going to start wearing these when I go for runs. And I'm going to see if I can make them fail. Every now and then, much like the Rebo tactical bags that I've reviewed, I'll come across something that has a low price point that actually is really good for the price. The Rebos were among them, and I'll see if this one, the material looks good, so we'll see if this thing will survive my foolishness, and or if I break the crap out of them, and I'll do a follow-up video.
So just a quick follow-up. I'm using the belts now for a couple of weeks, and I'll tell you, like, they hold their shape okay. Actually, I lost 5 pounds, so it kind of threw my belt size off. So the fact if you go up or lose weight, you can still adjust it rather quickly. You don't have to make holes. It's cool. The buckle's awkward on these belts. It's kind of weird to utilize. I will tell you that it does hold shape. It does hold its position. So unlike a lot of the riggers belts you get at the Army Navy store, that over time they kind of loosen up, this one seems to hold its place. It does not look good with business attire. You could get away with it if you have a suit, maybe a black slacks and the black belt. It'll kind of blend in. Was it a good price point for what I got? Yeah, sure. It holds my pants up. It keeps my holster and any other accessories in place. Is it something I would say, oh wow, you absolutely have to get this? No, not really. They're okay. The fact that I got 3 of them for $22, the price point's good. I'm going to see, it's probably going to take a while before I break one of the buckles. But thus far, the belt's okay. It's not show-stopping, like, oh my goodness. If you need a duty belt, or like a real law enforcement or ranch duty belt, this isn't it. This is a casual use belt that seems to be suitable for concealed carry or for hiking, stuff like that. This is not a high-end, like, super, whoa, go to battle belt kind of thing. I don't feel too bad. Like I said, 3 of them for $22. But I wanted to try them. I can see where they would serve a purpose out camping, because the way the ratchet works, you could also use it as a tie-off on a rucksack if you needed to. So you got a couple of purposes for it there. But yeah, so the belt's okay. Not great, not terrible. It wasn't super expensive, so I didn't hold the bar too high. But even with the low bar, it's kind of like, it's all right. It holds my pants up. So we'll see. I might walk down the street later today and it comes apart and my pants fall off. But just wanted to share a couple of weeks of use with you guys. I'll put a link below if I remember. Otherwise, check them out. Not a big deal. Not terrible. But anyway, good luck, good speed. Be safe out there.